Hello again, and this is Marky Mark. Starting the video off, I guess the same way I start all of them. But yeah, this is just like a filler video, I guess, for the playlist I want to make, some kind of playlist. Um, yeah, I've been not feeling super great lately. I don't know if it's diet or medication side effects or just feel a bit on the lethargic and the fatigue side a bit. But anyways, this is like a warm-up video for possibly a video I might shoot later today. It's Saturday, and I feel like I could just shoot a couple of videos. And then maybe for this is also, I guess, going to be like a teaser video for what I want to do, what I want to try. And this thing I want to try, there's a high chance my character will die, but this isn't a hardcore character, so that might not be too big of a deal. I will say that, whoops, that wrong button. Wait. Oh, my experience bar. Yeah, so if I die, I will lose a bit of experience, and I am level 92. It might suck a little bit. But, I had this Act 5 statue just kind of laying in my stash, and then all of a sudden the Terror Zone pops up for like Act 1 or Act 3 or Diablo or somebody. And I must be the luckiest dude in the world trying to do Colossal Ancients because one Diablo kill dropped the Act 4 statue. One Andariel kill, or no, Mephisto. One Mephisto kill right after that Terror Zone, or right before, dropped the Act 3 statue. And then I was like, well, I have 3 statues. I could almost get a statue set. So then, like, I killed Andariel a couple of times, maybe like 3 times, and got the Act 1 statue. And then I started terrorizing Act 2. And before I knew it, a couple of tries, I had the Act 2 statue. I'm like, yeah, I got a statue set, my first statue set. And I'm like, what do I do with that? I can't defeat the Colossal Ancients. So I started doing some research. And from what I understand, they're not super difficult relative to what? I don't know. Some of these or some of the players online and stuff have way better gear than I do, I'm pretty sure. But I'm like, well, what about my build? I wonder if my specific build is able to do this. Um, and this is the character here that I would do it with. I don't really want to spoil the gear yet. I'll show you this though. Yeah, there's that, if you know what that is. Oh, and that just turned on my aura. Okay, so I spoiled the build. Sort of, if you know what that is. But anyways, I've already shot another video like 3 weeks ago of this character. I think that was before I got the torch, and I might have had an Annie. Yeah, but this character can kill tier 5 heralds with budget crap gear. And that's mainly because the 2 bows. But anyways, I would like to also clean up that video and the description and all that, get that put up. It's been sitting on my YouTube in the private sector for 3 weeks. But anyways, we had to make some preparations last couple days because this is my mercenary that I've chosen. We've got an Act 3 mercenary with enchant, which, yeah, that's pretty important. And then right now we're using that. That's probably not very budget. But we're not going to use that sword while we're fighting the Colossal Ancients. I got a Spirit Shield, which is based off the strength from the armor. So I'm probably going to swap that to a Griswold's armor with 3 sockets and jam some like full runes or orb runes in there to overcap the mercenary's resistance. And the Griswold's armor also will give my mercenary the strength to use the Spirit Shield. And good old Flickering Flame, probably on the borderline of budget. It's a Vex rune. Depending on how budget. That's pretty important. But, alright, I guess we'll start off the video by showing the sword I want to use. We're not going to use the Plague Sword during the fight. It pretty much just gives a cleansing aura, which isn't going to, I don't think we need to worry about poison against the Colossal Ancients. So yeah, we're going to socket this lightsaber for some massive lightning absorb for that mercenary. And that's one of the preparations I had to make. I had to get another socket quest, which means start a new character. And I buckled down and actually made a warlock. I didn't like any of my other warlock builds. I had a non-ladder warlock build that was like the whole Echoing Strike before it got nerfed. And I liked that build kind of, but I don't know, it just wasn't completely my cup of tea. And then I started like an offline character with the whole Miasma build and didn't care too much for that. But now I'm hooked on this Fire Warlock. Ring of Fire, Wave of Flame Wave, and Apocalypse. So yeah, I'm really digging this Fire Warlock. But we're just gonna socket this lightsaber. Oh yeah, the reason I'm socketing it, we need to put a heal rune in it because the dexterity requirement on this is way too high for that mercenary. So we're gonna socket this lightsaber. And I think I have another socket quest left in normal on this character, so I have one more socket quest that I might need to use. And yeah, so there's the lightsaber with the socket. We'll jam this heal rune in there. And yeah, that should, I think, complete most of the build. Obviously for the character doing the Colossal Ancients, I'm gonna have to probably throw on something with life tap. Yeah, probably. But anyways, once we go to do the Colossal Ancients, we'll figure all that out. I'll get that all sorted out. But yeah, Spire Warlock's pretty cool. I like it. Right now I'm level 66. I want to get to 70 so I can put on the Fire Sunder Charm and start Hell mode. And yeah, I guess that's the next step. Not gonna shoot any. I might do some quick gameplay. Let's just let's Fire Warlock though. Where are we at? Toil Highland in the pit. Yeah, we're gonna level up to 70 on this character. Gonna do that after in the video. But yeah, it's just a little teaser video. Once I get the video of me killing tier 5 heralds up, I encourage you to watch that. Tier 5 heralds with very, very budget gear. And I've heard a lot of people say on the internet that they don't even kill some tier 5 heralds because of the mods, but with the build I'm using, I think I don't have to worry about it. Takes a very long time to kill them, but I don't have to worry about the whole them trying to attack me, which I guess is the key part of the build. But yeah, that's just a teaser video. Ring of Fire, pretty good. Yeah, and that's that. Flame Wave, pretty much one-shots everything right now. I can consume a Tainted, buff on my fire damage even more. Maybe I'll make some videos of this character in Hell mode, but yeah, anyways, well, I'll just go back to town. Oh, I guess well, yeah, just for the sake of it, since the gear is going to be a little bit different for the Colossal Ancients, I guess I will show you the gear on the Amazon that I use to do tier 5 heralds. Because that's not going to have really much to do with the Colossal Ancients for the most part. And also, I do want to point out that Harmony Bow is kind of nice in a party. I can relatively keep up doing bail runs with people teleporting with Enigma. As long as they're not walks and not teleporting straight to the throne. We can kind of roll through the Worldstone Keep and kill everything. They can kind of teleport. We can keep up and run around with Harmony. But yeah, anyways, Harmony is the bow. And yeah, I'll just spoil it. I think that using specific revives on the Colossal Ancient might work. It works for tier 5 heralds. And that's what this bow has. It has level 20 revive. So I'm going to just try to revive like 20 of those Blunderbore guys in Act 4, or or cows or something and just go in there and see if I die. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll actually get a Colossal Jewel. I don't know how that's going to work. It seems like it might be... I've never done the Colossal Ancients before, so I'm really not sure how that's going to go. But yeah, if I die, I'll still post the video. I think it'd be fun to just walk in there and try this revive build. Yeah, this bow is the other bow. Blood Raven's charge has revive charges. And then we're just stacking on some attack speed and run walk with the Hysteria. Horizon's boots and gloves for more attack speed and stats and fire damage. Because the explosive bolts are actually pretty decent and players 1 count difficulty. We're actually pretty decent with exploding arrows at whatever level those are. And then, of course, Razor Tail for max pierce. Some nice resistance rings. I swapped to this helmet because it has mana after each kill. Put an attack speed jewel in it that also had mana after each kill. 2 to Amazon skills. Maris Kaleidoscope. What else? The boots cannot be frozen. And then we got a teleport amulet here for when we need it. Some bow grand charms, all resistance, cold thunder, which doesn't really help much because I don't have anything after I break the immunity to lower the cold resistance. Cold resistance charm, bow charm, Annie. Annies are real cheap right now on Switch for some reason. People giving you Annies for like Paul runes or runes. And a nice torch that I got, 1920. And then you have some more resistance charms, life charms. Yep, so that's the build. The video that I shot 3 weeks ago did not have all this gear. It was a bit different, more budget. Didn't have a torch, I don't think. So maybe that'll be the next video. I'll make a playlist, and then I'll try to get this Colossal Ancients fight set up with this character so that maybe I can shoot it like by next weekend, hopefully. Which we're not quite halfway through the ladder season. I think it'd be a nice little video to shoot. Having my first Colossal Ancients fight on a YouTube video. So yeah, this has been Marky Mark, and stay tuned.